our office combined with the CREATE conference and CREATE structure has helped us to move beyond just sort of a smaller view, but to look at our district as a whole, but pick out 2 schools initially to develop some practices that we can replicate district-wide. It's been helpful from our perspective because it's difficult from a central office position to create the impetus and then go deeper into the actual classroom. I mean, disproportionality begins in a classroom, not from from just a faraway point. So this allows us to have more staff involved, more teachers, to have some involvement in the development of classroom-based activities and professional development. We have been supplying, so to speak, financial and personnel resources for meeting facilitation, providing conference travel opportunities that are aligned to these goals in between the various CREATE conferences to really get greater movement and more, not just buy-in, but more professional development to teachers at these schools, which has been really exciting for us. Their positionality within society, their race, ethnicity has a lot to do with forming relationships, has a lot to do with their teaching pedagogy, and what we're trying to support are people who are willing to open up to new and effective strategies for forming student relationships, connecting with families and homes, and improving their instructional practice. And it has been somewhat frustrating to say, we don't think there's a disability here, but yet there's a significant educational delay. And so we have really reconceptualized our process for addressing disproportionality. And that is to go right to the heart of the matter, so to speak, to be involved in what we would call the instructional core, that integral relationship between teacher, student, and curriculum. There's been a greater awareness of what needs to be done. And so I'm always drawn to a quote in Glenn Singleton's book that, do you know what you don't know? And while that may sound silly, I think Falk and Mendota elementaries are getting much closer to that point of knowing what they don't know. And then now we can begin the hard efforts of addressing those points that we didn't know before but are critical. They have been barriers to our progress.